Hello and welcome to another art session. Today I'm going to be doing some character designs, but I figure I'd start out by showing this off again because I like it a lot. It's fun. I was looking for my glove. It's already on. So God. Did they? Oh, wait. Did they change these? Are these better? Or are they the same? I think this is the same list, right? Yeah, it's the same. Sorry, I got you guys got excited. My apologies. Wah wah. Anywho, I'm working on a couple different characters. I got my whoops. Like I said, I got some brushes too. I got some brushes as well because I was tired of not having a fine brush for the start of a drawing. This is the ballerina kind of character. She's like this she's part dragon. And she's like she's this young like scientist who came. She wants to become a scientist. She came from the Fey world, and she wants to learn a lot. She loves our world, and she's like an explorer from that side coming over, and just is like kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas, kind of like what's this on everything, and she's just. And then she starts to see the things change to her world, and she's like, no, it was cool. I want it to stay cool. So she's trying to help Grace stabilize these creatures that are changing so that they don't disappear, because she wants to make sure that like our creatures don't get eradicated. I thought it would be kind of a cool point of view. She's also kind of like a bodyguard, because Grace is skilled at survival, but she's not a fighter. And this girl is, despite the fact that it's funny because like out of the two of them, she's got the more like feminine kind of like girly kind of stuff. She's wearing a dress, but it's like this like special like material that can withstand the elements. And it's tough, so it's like a action movie dress, I guess. Although those get ripped apart too, don't they? Like in James Bond, they always end up like getting ripped, and they're like, "Oh no!" And then they just rip the bottom half off and start sprinting in high heels. So I can see her doing that. But yeah, so it's a nice. I just had some caffeine, so I'm probably gonna stop in a little bit and get some water because I'm just full of energy now. Yeah, here's the villain. I'm kind of wanting to work on him tonight too. Playing with his head shape and his hair. I just wanted him to have this crazy hairstyle, but I keep feeling like I'm drawing the same thing again and again. So I might just do like more like a little bit crazy, but not too. Like it's kind of got like maybe like a kind of like a David Tennant maybe, kind of like hairstyle is what I'm thinking. Where it's kind of like just a few hairs that are out of place, but otherwise he's like fairly put together. And I thought this up last night, but I think I'm going to try and make him look more friendly. Because I might not even have the sharp teeth in the original design. He might actually grow those as he... kind of like a cartoon character, like he's shapeshifts, and maybe maybe he doesn't normally have the teeth, because that would make enunciating kind of difficult. I mean, despite what Has-Been Hotel says, I mean, I love her art. I like her art style, but having that many sharp teeth in your mouth would make talking hard. So I'm just gonna give him a regular big. He still has a big mouth, but more ways than one. But see, that looks too friendly. But I like this pen. I'm so happy that I found the pen that doesn't... Like, these are cool, don't get me wrong. Although the brush is working good today, I guess, for the moment. So, I mean, look at that, that's much better than usual. Famous last words. Do 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 do. But I'm thinking this guy's kind of like a scientist that is just like never been told no. Like, he doesn't understand like human like morality of like you shouldn't just experiment on sentient creatures or on creatures in general with no regard for their well-being or like the ramifications of what your experiments might do to them in the long run. Like, he's like, what? As long as it improves life somehow, it'll be worth it. And it's like, not for the creature that you turned into an octopus when it was like a squirrel. I don't think that creature's very happy. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Just working on some character design today, as my long-winded title says. I found that if I do longer titles, it helps the algorithm find my streams more. So I think I'm going to try and use those more often, at least until I start preparing thumbnails, which I'll kind of get on. I'm going to try and make it so that on the weekends I just do nothing but thumbnails, so that I can just post those with the video. I like giving him a big nose. But he still doesn't... He's off. The eyes always look the same, though. I gotta find a way to make them look different. Maybe... because they kind of look the same as... Maybe if they're just smaller, kind of a little bit. Like, kind of like have a... crow's feet, I think that's what it's called, like on the edges. Like, he's, even though he's an elf, I'm going to give him some signs of age, because he's been more for the reason because he's been alone, so no one's around and he doesn't have mirrors. So maybe he's just kind of like he doesn't care. Maybe he's just so absorbed into his work that he kind of... But I am liking this ideal to not give him sharp teeth right away, because it would also help, like, introduce his character as someone who's maybe unassuming, like not unassuming, but you know what I mean, like trustworthy, or maybe he's there to help Grace get out of the situation, and then you find out, well, maybe not. Maybe he's the one that's kind of trying to capitalize off this situation and sees her as a fun test subject. And see, kind of like this one down here with the long chin. Fun tip that I got a long time ago from a cartoonist is if you have difficulty drawing, for artists, any artists that are viewing this, if you have difficulty drawing like the eye area, you put a domino mask up, which is like like the Batman thing, or like the Robin thing, where it's like the like that. But you put you treat it like there's a mask around the eyes. This is not a good example because I'm being very messy. But you essentially can kind of control where the eyebrows are by doing this. Plus it kind of helps sometimes. Like I've done it so much that I just kind of imagine it there. But yeah, you can just do that. And see, now you got like where the eyebrows are going to be, where the eyes are. Another tip I've gotten is to draw the pupils first and then draw the eyes, like that. Because otherwise they might not be like facing the same direction, which you don't want. You don't want your villain being like, "Hi guys, how's it going?" Unless maybe he does have a lazy eye. That'd be kind of a funny quirk. He's just like, no offense to anyone who actually has that. I mean, but I mean for him, being this super scary guy, he's just like, "Hello," and she's just like, I can fix that for you, maybe." Fix what? Some young Frankenstein humor there. What hump? But I like the Cheshire Cat kind of grin, so I'm going to keep that for sure. I'm going to look up, I'm going to get my references. 1 second. And no, 1 second. Let's look at some hairstyles for oh, that's kind of cool. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Put that in my references. Sorry, I just found some pretty cool references that aren't based around this. But I'll put this in now. So, hairstyles. I'll try medium length hair. Because, Do, do. So many of them are just parts, so it's hard to. Like that one's kind of like a. It's just basically pushed back. But the problem is, I guess I could kind of make it, maybe even make like it's some of them, his hairs are kind of sticking out, kind of make like look almost like horns. An idea for that one? I'm just like shooting out I'm making every idea I can possible right now, and I'll go through them later and say which ones are bad ideas. Because at first, any idea could be a good idea until it's proven otherwise. Except that's a bad idea. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, it's hard. I just don't want his hair to look anything like Richard's, so. Richard Steele song, the main character, one of the main characters. He's do. I could do another. I just typed in villain hairstyles, and of course one of the first ones that comes up is that character from Black Panther. Although there's some really cool female hairstyles here, though. And like women's hairstyles here, like really wavy hair. That looks cool. I'm definitely gonna make a character for some of these. Like here, I'll draw. I'm gonna draw one of these really quick. Boop, boop. Because I want to just show it off. It's really cool. I don't want to forget this. It's pretty. It's kind of like a. Here goes like this, and then kind of just like flows down like this. I don't know if I'm representing it right, but it's kind of like these waves, kind of almost like a really wavy. Gonna try and just make a character, even if it's not a character that's I just like this. It looks kind of cool. And it's not like a typical hairstyle that you'd see every day, so it would be fun to make it for someone who's yeah. There's just not much with like male villains. It's like yeah. It's more about like what they do. Like I mean, you can make like Christian Bale be a hero or a villain based on like what the script says. His hair has nothing to do with it. So, but I think There's one other thought I had for him was kind of a disheveled, kind of like Lost villain almost. Like he's kind of got like this really long kind of hair. Like he's there's this guy who's been alone with his thoughts too long and is just kind of like peering into other worlds and trying to make a foothold in one of them, and now he sees one where he might be able to escape to. So maybe not that though. Maybe not even that long, but maybe like just maybe he kind of tries to cut it, but it's like it's kind of like this. It's just like it's like Richard's like, well, Richard first of all has a bigger chin than this guy, and he's got the hair that goes like this. Kind of goes like over the ear, it's longer, but it kind of like an unamused version of him. He's just like, okay. Yep, here I am. I need to get some water. Be right there. Okie dokie. Got my water. For Friday, I would make some coffee, but it's only Wednesday. Sigh. I could play around with this face though. Let's see, there's kind of like this. Maybe play around it. Because I'm seeing some hairstyles, but I'm trying to just take what I'm seeing from these hairstyles and make it even more disheveled. So this one's actually kind of cool. It's like comb over, but more loose, stray hairs, kind of just. One thing I thought about for him was actually goggles. I don't know. So it was just a thought. Maybe I'll maybe I'll get rid of it. But I thought it'd be kind of fun because usually the heroes have the goggles, but I thought it'd be fun to give the villain goggles. Maybe just I'm gonna try these. The reason I'm going with these is because Grace already has glasses too, and I don't want, and they're in a lot of scenes together, so I want them to feel different. Oh, what are you doing? Don't do that. Kind of like that, actually. It's kind of cool for him. I'll play around with it, but I like this, like, maybe not as far out. Maybe like it's a little bit closer in, so I don't have to draw it like a giant afro on him every time I draw him. Maybe it's more like just there's ears. Oops. Yeah. Whenever I get around to that one. This one's kind of cool too. This is kind of closer to what I originally had for him, which is more like a good to finally. It's kind of like the Neil Gaiman kind of haircut. Is I think what I was originally doing with him. Yeah, I like that. I think the issue was I kept redrawing it, and I eventually forgot what it was called. So my drawings were getting more and more just abstracted. And which is why you make these character sheets, because then you have a clearer image of what you want. So now that I have that, I can. Wait, let me see something. I might have a good pose for him. Here. Maybe. Probably not, because most of these are poses for June. But who knows? I might find something. This one's kind of cool. It's just pretty simple. Good for a startup for him. So I just want to get his. His leg's just going down straight. This leg's kind of a little bit off to the side. Kind of cocked to the side a little bit to show that he's kind of like a little bit weird. Or he's just inquisitive, maybe. You could show that too, I guess. I think with him shapeshift, maybe I'll. Yeah, maybe I'll do that too. Because originally he he was always lanky, but I might make him start off not lanky, and as the story progresses, maybe he gets more. He changes more, just like how the heroes change. Like maybe he starts off more like this. Oops. I made his leg weird. I think the other problem was I didn't go straight down, kind of, because do 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 do. Oops, man, I'm just getting messy. This is sometimes why I don't use these brushes, because I get kind of choppy sometimes if I'm not too careful. And I don't want to do that. I want to still make a solid line. I don't want to make a partial line. That's a little better. Why is this foot all wrong? Guess it's, yeah. Sometimes it is better to just do them in segments, though, because it makes cleaner lines sometimes. I think the problem is this character I'm drawing is. He's not big yet, so I should make sure his limbs are. Why is this so weird? Probably because I'm not. These aren't the this isn't what I normally would think of him as looking like. Because. He's usually a lot. I think. No, he doesn't have one of those. I was trying to think if he had a vest on too, but I think I originally had a vest for him, but then I realized I already have a character that I have that, and he's also in this story, so I don't want to have two people wearing the same thing. Even though right now he's got a cane, which is the other guy's thing. It's fine. Actually, you know what? He's always holding a globe, so I'll turn his hand the other way. Have him just holding it like it's this big. Orb full of magic that he siphons from sometimes. And see, I'm gonna do this like other version of him. Where you stretch him out a little bit in every direction. Not too much with the face because it looks a little goofy if you go too far. But well, that's even more unsettling. I like it. He's just maybe in this like really huge. In here, he's just wearing the lab coat that was draped over his shoulders here. Hope he's not too creepy, but I'll draw someone nice after this. Kind of like bird talons, almost like, because he's messing around with his genetics to make himself into something greater. So which is why he doesn't understand why other creatures why he needs to be careful with other creatures, because he's not careful with himself. So why would he doesn't respect his own body, he's not going to respect another creature's body. Do kind of like that look of like the clothes stayed the same size, but they kind of just stretched. They stretched a little bit, but mainly they just like maybe they just become shorter on him. So now he's got like a midriff, maybe. That would be kind of funny. I do need to fix him though. I don't like them. I don't. There's something off about this. Maybe it's just how I drew him. Anyway, I said I'd draw someone else, so I will. So let's go back to. Nope, not that. I'm gonna go back to drawing her because she's. Or I can work on June a little bit more. Maybe do some expressions. Oops. No, I said I was going to do outfits, so let's see. Ever in this, so why don't we just, what's this? What? Right. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. It was just a layer for the shoes. Because I was doing this. Because this is a technique I do where any brush I use, I can make it so that it has an outline around it, so I can instantly just draw do things like laces and all that. And it's probably not. I'll zoom in some more. See, they have a border around them now. So, yeah. Into it. No. I know you think you did that, but you didn't. See? I knew you would. Now I go like this, and now I can draw. I'm gonna do a layer for different clothing. Disguise, because I'm working on a. Oops. Yeah, I'm in my story right now. She's in an area where they're trying to just keep a low profile, so I'm gonna try and give her something. That's one idea I had, which is just put her hair through a. Maybe not that. Maybe that's too low, actually. Do. Yeah, that's wrong. Probably because I gotta draw her face at the right angle. If I want to change the angle, that's fine, but I should make it. Oops. I drew this wrong, that's why it looks weird. There we go. Do, do. I guess I'm kind of just using it as a reference. It doesn't have to be exactly the same because it's going to be a different outfit anyway. So it can be kind of. Nice. Yeah. Kind of coat should she be wearing? Maybe just maybe she's wearing like a vest with, but not that kind, like a something like an insulated to keep herself warm. And she still has her guitar, but it's she got a case for it, so it's kind of just like to her side. So, because at first maybe she doesn't have like maybe later on she'll get a spell or something that can make it so she can just hide it. But at first she kind of just has to lug it around. You don't want her to have all the answers from the beginning of the story. I kind of like where that hand is. It's like she's like nodding with the cap. We'll just keep the same boots. Do. Actually, it'd probably be more like that. Maybe backwards. Okay. Maybe I'll give her a skirt. Maybe she bought a skirt too. Just to go with her pants. Maybe a different sweater or something over this. So that's gonna be a lot. She bought a lot. Yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe like the end of it has to stick out because it's like that's too awkward to put in. So. Yeah. Oops, sorry, I'm covering it up. There we go. So that can be one disguise. Let's try something different. We even give her just a little slightly different pose. Let's see. Maybe it'll work. Sorry, just trying to find something different to. Like some good action poses, but I'm just trying to find something fun for. That's the pose I used. Yeah, I'm not giving her let's see. Sorry, there we go. Okay. Oops. Okay. Usually I draw the torso first, but for this character, I know her physique so much from drawing it so many times that I can go from that, or I can go from like her legs, like this one was a little more of that. I messed up her arm. That's okay. Do 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 do. Hips are way too wide. Okay, so I don't know. Messed up her physique a little. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, I'm just roughing this out right now. thought I'd give her a different pose. It's usually her. Still messing up her physique. I think the problem is, yeah, that's the problem. It's that I did not. I changed part of her, but I didn't change what I needed to change, which was like her butt. In this pose, the models cut her body going one direction. This, and I didn't draw that. Ipsy bipsy. More like that. So. Oops. No. No. Very rough, but it doesn't matter. This is just a framework for whatever she's going to be wearing. So I don't know why I bothered so much with that. That's it actually looked better from before. Ah! Maybe not. Try this again. Should have done a little. There. Okay. No. I had like something where she was wearing armor, so maybe I'll draw that onto her right now for fun, and then I'll move on to someone else. And like this chest plate that she had on, it was like it's gonna be just like a hard leather that she wear, protector that she's wearing. Be right back. What should I do with this character? I don't know. So let's do something else. Goofing around enough. Work on her some more. That's an idea for something. She's just got something kind of like goes to she's the other part of it. I'm going to change her direction of her face so she's looking this way for this one. Put it up a little higher. And she got this like, she's part water dragon, so she's got this like fin on the top of her head. The tricky thing with her is going to be, I'll have to look at like how illustrators do expressions with long snouts. So. Could even be that, I guess. Nah, that's too. That doesn't make sense at all. I mean, none of this really does, but. Maybe if she is just wearing something like this, then at least it would be I'm not sure why she'd be wearing this in the wilderness. Look over some of these other designs and see if I find something better for her. I think actually, I mean, I originally did this, but I don't know if I want to do the puffy shoulders because that's going to be a pain to draw. And if she gets into this, maybe she's just wearing like a summer dress or something like that kind of look. Do, 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 do. Summer dress. That's it. Because I kind of wanted to put. I don't know if that's gonna work. Still want to keep that idea. I was gonna give her like this vampire squid design to her dress. Maybe not that. I don't like how that face is. Actually, I take it back. It's not. That's better. That's more what I want. To just show off. I gotta do a little bit of a profile for her. She does have a longer neck too, so. Yeah, sometimes she'll. I'm not sure when I'll do this, but I had her originally in like open these sleeves that billow open, but I don't know if I like them. I kind of prefer to be a little bit more. If she's going to be in a lot of action scenes, then it would be probably better to have her like having she's got like a bow staff that she's using as a walking stick. Do. Maybe I can keep some of that design from the dress that had the drooping like fabric over the shoulders, just to give her something. Ornate for that area. There we go. She's got like this fin at the end of her tail. A sharp-tipped fin, kind of like an eel. No, don't do that. I don't want her head tilted too much. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Where's my other guy? Oh, not that one. Yeah, this one. So let's go and... whoops. I'll just take this layer and draw on top of it. See, I don't like that as much. Should have stuck with my other drawing. Finish by doing some gonna have teeth because she's a dragon, but it's hard to make them not look violent. Well, one thing for certain, I think her nose more narrow. This has to go back quite a bit. Eyelashes don't work. I get no. Playing around with different shapes for her. That didn't work. Why do I keep putting this one here? I'm gonna try him this one more time and then we'll call it. Because it's getting late. But I just want to get a little bit more of him done. Maybe switch to this hand now. Hey, stay off the... Sharp Teeth is my market, buddy. This looks off. I don't know why this looks off. It's supposed to a little bit, but not. Better. Kind of like that. Yeah, change it. The longer he holds this orb, it changes him. So maybe I'll even give him like pointy shoes. That he changes into. Yeah, just this. It's kind of just this lanky mess of just. Originally, I exaggerated him more with like different limbs and everything, but that's too hodgepodge. He can concentrate on one look for a little while, I'll say, and then when he wants to change, he can change. But for this, for the purposes of this, just to show him. Don't click on that drawing. There we go. Oh yeah, I also had Gale. I forgot about that. That would have been a good one to do too. Oh well. I'll work on this tonight, and on Friday maybe I can continue some of these, but just do poses like I said. Because I did get one pose in, I guess, but I'll finish up by doing some action poses for her with different gear on. Probably like maybe give her like a hazmat suit kind of looking thing, and same with her. Give them both like kind of like gear that more for more dangerous areas, and maybe something a little more. I don't know. They don't really get. I can get them. 2 costumes is good for them because they don't really get a chance to change too much because like they're just out on patrol when the story starts. So. Yeah, I think a staff is good for her because it could like maybe it actually holds some water or something like that. Like it has like little reserves in it. Yeah. Okay. I got him done. I got her. So, got some stuff done today. That was really fun, and I'll just continue working on some stuff tonight and finish up that drawing from earlier. And I'm not gonna click on it again because I know it's gonna try and make it the thumbnail, and even though it's a cool drawing, this will make a better thumbnail if it does there. Yep. There. So thanks for joining, and I'm always excited for Fridays, but yeah, I'll be doing more poses, and I'll try and think of. I'm gonna do a little bit of research and look around and see if there's something I can do to make this even to add more excitement to this the next drawing session. I'll try and think of something to do with like their clothing, or maybe even just like a word prompt thing included, because I'll have a little more time. So like putting them in specific situations or something like that, or we'll see. Or maybe I'll just draw a little bit of this and then do some obscure characters just for fun. So I'll see you then, and I hope the rest of your week